Okay, we're on the last section. We're on the last section of basic protocols, just flying right through it. Like everybody, this is for TRICS and TRICS, by the way. Section 4C. Application package, $100, background check, going to the Department of Justice. Physical exams, absolutely, we'll let them know where to be, when to be, how to be, what to bring. Assault by STD, people. TRICS, rips and rips. You lied to us. We find out you knew you had herpes. You knew you had AIDS. And you purposely went and tried to come off as some clean, super person kind of thing, you know. We're going to fry you under protective penalties, which is Act 8. We're definitely going to fry you. Assault by STD is so wrong. These people out there purposely giving people herpes, purposely giving them gonorrhea or syphilis or anything. We're going to do our best to nip that in the bud. Now, we go for the POP physical transition team, and it goes to preserving testing integrity and all that. Basically, it's the same protocols as before. They go in, they get tested under this name that they made up. Basically, what the physician has to go on at this point is their application number, and their name is secondary. We really don't give a crap what their personal identity, their secret ID is. What we care about is tracking them by the number, the application number in this case, and then we're going to give them at least 2 physicals just to double confirm, no matter what. They're either positive, they're negative. If these things conflict with each other, they get a third test, and the third test is the ruling test. They will be notified as where to come in to get the results of those tests to find if they're approved or disapproved. At that point, they'll be able to select a new identity because they'll be reporting to the POP Select Committee of Physicians when they go in, and they'll select their new identity, and their identity will be firmly engraved in, I guess, plastic on their Petri card. They're ready to roam. They're actually ready to roam for the most part. They have the POP Incognito name and number, their PIN. They've got their card assigned. They might have to wait for it in the mail depending on how the government wants to do this. In the end, there's somebody new. So now they get their personal POP physician assignment. Their personal POP physician will only know them under this PIN. Their POP physician doesn't know them from Adam. The only other people are going to know you from Adam if you're a TRIC or a TRICD are the police, fire, first responders, emergency people, and that's only by special access through their computers. No one else is going to know who in the world you are if you don't want them to know who you are. And the same goes for rips and rips. The assignments, they'll get their assignments, and they'll have to report within 30 days of that assignment for a check-in, how you doing, and then 30 days after every time that they have a tryst. Or if they're having more than one tryst a month, the physician can put them on a 30-day schedule. Hey, come and see me in 28 to 30 days. 30 days is the max, 28 to 30 days. Now, these assignments might actually not be to a person, but to a participating local medical facility or a participating local health clinic that specializes in STD monitoring and care. Nevertheless, they will have the assignments, and that's what all the money's for, and that's for the board members to finally decide how they want to put the protocols together. And, of course, for Congress to decide how they're going to put it all together, and then the Senate to put their version in, and then the President to vote for it and everything else. But there's no reason they can't. Look how quickly they pushed through that stimulus bill. Look how quickly they pushed through TARP. Look how quickly they pushed through anti-drug laws. They can do it if they want to do it. And if they don't want to do it, it's time to get some new lawmakers. So as we continue, information usage once again, the ROAR, it'll go from the POP physician. All information goes to the POP-N network. And then the physical information with respect towards actual physicals will go to the ROAR. Once again, law enforcement, first responders, people like that will naturally be able to punch in a code and say, hey, look, I'm a cop, and this person's laying here. I want to know everything about him, and they'll be able to get that information on the spot. And that was, by the way, Brent Dell, who we call Many Hats. That was the whole thing that brought about the Acts of Providence. And to me, Brent Dell is a hero. He was a Navy SEAL. I called him the mayor, fire commissioner, state patrol, and Lord knows how many other hats the guy wears. I guess he's a grandpa too. He raises horses and everything. And that's what he told me. The first responders, the firemen, he was speaking from a fire commissioner's perspective. When they go on scene, they need that information. And I said, Brent, I'll write it. And I did. I actually sent this to President Bush once again 2 years ago. So, or going on 3 years ago now, 2.5 years ago. So, I wrote it, I sent it, as I promised I would. Now, whether everybody endorses it or not is another story. He said, law enforcement, you would endorse it 100%. That all you first responders, you fire people out there, you ambulance folks, you would endorse this on-the-spot information. A national, and it's actually, as we're going to show you as we go on, an international identity card. You asked for it, you got it, law enforcement, but I need your help here. I need you to help me get this through. So anyway, we got annual fees, the general thing, the $100 for the app, $250 for the training, $20 a month times 12 months for pop-in access. You know, it's just a general thing. That's what we're here for, is to soak some money out of this so that these people can expand on their research and get paid for it. Law enforcement can have it better and get paid for it, and so on. Personal pop-in account access. They'll have the access once the minimum deposit is made. You know, that's when they first go through their first training. In the case of TRICS and TRICS, it's going to be 5 hours of entertainment, the value thereof times the class that they're involved in. So they Class A, Class B, Class C, Class A, D, which would be Class A but diseased. That will depend on the value. Just figure it out. Personal pop-in account security, absolutely, just like PayPal or anything else. They can change their password, they can do whatever. And you can bet your butt if anybody gets caught even trying to hack the pop-in or the mom-in, any of these networks, they're gone. We're going to be treating identity thieves very harsh when we get to protective penalties. Identity thieves, if you're out there and you're paying attention to this, we catch your ass, you're going down with pedophiles. Voluntary account closures. Of course you can close your account. You know, I'm sure there'll be a protocol set up where you fill out a form, the appropriate form, of course. There'll always be in advance your inheritance information, where you want your money sent to, yada, yada, yada. You might even have it hooked up. It depends on how Treasury wants to do it, so that the money can go into pop-in and right back out. But we're not going to encourage that, because we have the pop-in card. They're equal to debit cards. Dig it. They're not credit cards, but they are debit cards. And there's going to be a phenomenal amount of money generated by pop-in. And so the pop, as well as the mom, are going to basically turn into their own government banks. They'll be able to offer credit at 10% for those who qualify. No money in there will ever bear interest, but they'll be able to offer that credit. In the meantime, if people want to have direct deposit from their paychecks right into their pop-in accounts, far out. Mom-in accounts, far out. We're not going to be soaking them for fees. The banks have not done what the banks should have done in the first place. The banks have not been right. They have not played fairly at all. So what we're going to do is give them fair, just, open competition. You bring your money down, or the people might go ahead and get that 10% loan, that 10% credit card usage instead of 29.9%. You get the idea. So this is where we're going to start turning it into a global currency, because there's also going to be the global office of the Patriots of Pleasures, the global office of the Gifts of God, which is actually the main administration of the Gifts of God for a reason given earlier, so the Magog, global office of the Ministry of Marijuana. And we'll be able to track health information globally. We'll be able to literally watch financials globally, and eventually, if we get everybody on the same page, we have what amounts to a one world currency. It might come in the form of the pop-in, the Magog, the Gifts of, or the Go Mom, but in the end, it all goes through Treasury, as I was showing in the original part. What's in it for me?